Hello. So I actually failed to got my superior Golas ring to 20 star with a bunch of money. If you did look at my last video, you should see how much I actually lost. This video is not going to be scripted, as long as so you know that I'm actually winning because of that shit. So, but before I quit, I really want to mention that I actually made a guide on how to archer's skill. So here we are. So let's get started. Well, any kind of sickness knight actually will have a drop jump function. So the archer is actually not exceptions, and that is actually something really awesome about archer classes. So that jump, you actually need to use it quite wisely. Okay, so if you use it quite wisely, you actually do not need the field skill of the low cliff. So that actually saves you a lot of time. Not fix that. Okay, and also spell space. So let's start with first job. So first job, the skill that is actually important is the strong elemental. It's going to give you a 10% damage boost, as well as a wing walk. Wing walk is a really awesome skill. If you did use it right, it's going to be like godly. So for example, if you actually watch the music video, you will see when the dragon was breathing fire, you can actually do that. Stay alive while one of the teammate actually become dead. So this skill is really important, and I think actually Nexon is trying to benefit on the Korean server. For now, you're okay, but does not matter how much they benefit. This skill is one of the best things that Green Archer ever has. Okay. By the way, I'm not going to talk about any of the passive because passive and passive is going to be right there no matter what you want to unless you click it. Okay. Breeze arrow. I actually don't use that later, so that skill is just okay. Let's go to second job. Second job, we have a skill called Fairy Spiral. That is actually one of the most important skill when going to win with archers. I would say to so travel wing. This is also another most important skill that you can find in archers wing. So those two and as well as the side blade, you don't want to carry that much arrow on your enemy. So that is actually a way to not use arrow and as well as give you 10% rate. This is really important. Gut shot actually is useless, really useless. Don't do that. Okay, let me explain why Fairy Spiral is so important. So as later on, that you can actually run into some major characters by, for example, you go to here. This is actually one of your main mopping skill in the later game. I know Archer is not really a class that is really good at mopping, but that skill is one thing that you should use wisely. That is going to be your late game mopping skill. Okay. Alright, let's go to third job. Third job, we have standard arrow and also a ray of travel wind. Okay, elemental flower. Okay, if you did watch my Golas solo video, you know this thing is really awesome. Let me actually choose my skill effect so you can see. Okay, so you can use that to solo Golas, and then you can also solo Lotus with it. This is really bug when you are trying to solo bosses, because their first elbow target is going to be the flower inside of the self. Okay. Ping pong gears. It also says active debuff 50% damage and 50% indoor defense of the archers attack for 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure this is wrong. This is a wrong description. Actually, only debug 50% of this skill only. So basically, if you use that and you saw it, you're not going to do anything. It's not going to give you 50% of this. Okay. This is still is this is best of selfless skill that you can ever have. Not even, but it's really strong. I mean, think about it. 20 attack power with 10% crit rate as long as with the attack speed. I mean, Hero's mouth saliva will be dripping if he has this skill on him. Alright, now let's go to fourth job. Fourth job is, I would say, is the starting point of Wind Archer. So, Wind Archer will not get any stronger from second job to third job, unless you actually reach fourth job. Oh, the Sanded Arrow is actually not that useful. The only place it's ever useful is going to be in this map. It's called CLP. You will notice this map I'm really shocked.
You must be my boss.
So basically, this map, you can hit all three platforms. Unfortunately, there's no way I can find place in this stupid map that have no people in. And just so you know, that makes your third job skill, which is Sanded Arrow, is so useless. It's because it's only useful in that map, and that map is always crowded. Anyway, fourth job. So that is just self-buff, increases that for a certain amount. Okay, Song of Heaven. This is your main mobbing as well as your bossing skill. I will talk about spiraling vortex later on, but Song of Heaven is really awesome because it will trigger tribal wing. So if you go to a certain map, you can see how crowded it is. So Song of Heaven, you will also trigger tribal wing, and that is one skill with 8 shots and it will trigger tribal wing. So this is your main mobbing. Okay. Spiral Vortex, a lot of people think a lot of Wind Archer actually think is a useless skill, along with the second job Bow Booster. Okay, because Bow Booster does not really boost the speed of But here's the point, that a different understanding of Wind Archer is because that if you actually use Song of Heaven, although it does not infect with your attack speed, but your Fairy Spark, which is your second drop skill, this one, and your Vortex is actually affected by the Bow Booster. Why is this important? So your Bow Booster first is going to be your main mobbing skill, spirals. It will basically attack speed, okay, as well as the spiral. You are not going to get really strong on heat bombs when you just start. So that is why this skill is important, because when you cannot one shot with Fairy Spiral, and it takes a long time, not long time, but you are strong enough to one shot with Sparring Vortex. This is actually going to be your main mobbing skill until later on. Okay, so instead of doing this, when you're training or mobbing nothing, and you cannot do with this. You will have to use the spiral vortex. And here's a trick of spiral vortex. You can actually use on the air. So if you've done it correctly, you can do something like this. It's really good for a lot of math. Like for example, if you're training on here, okay skill, as long as you can one shot my points. So I will upgrade it because people say it's a booster, and spiral vortex is not important to win Archer. I would say it's important, but it's good for middle stage. Like when you just hit about 15k stat or things like that, you still need to bob and train. Fifth job, I start here. So fifth job, there's a few skills that win Archer that's really important. First is the victory shot. This skill actually transfers your critical rate into the critical damage, and critical damage is really important. It actually provide you a really big boost. In reboot server, that your 40-second damage output is really important, and Win Archer actually does not have any burst to fulfill the requirement. So this is the only skill that you would have for your 40-second burst, especially for hard boosting. Okay, Helen Gal. So they change it. So if you actually only hit Helen Gal, it will come out small tornado. But if you press down and then hit that speed, it's going to come down. Okay. Bossing wise, I would recommend you all use our small tornado because it's one penalty. And that tornado will actually trigger travel. And if it triggers, it actually gets a lot of damage. Another skill I want to talk about is chicken charge. And this skill will actually trigger travel into it. So when you combine Saw and Heaven, chicken charge, and your How and Gale, you will actually be doing one of what I call Win Archer burst. It's not that much of burst compared to other highly burst class, but that's something that you will consider. Okay. Another important skill I would say is the Gale Barrier. This is one of the most bugged skill in the game, and that is what makes in Win Archer is able to solo be the first class to solo that mage in TMS. So basically, this shield will grant you 4.5 times of HP to yourself. That means a lot of boss like hits 100% of your HP. Like for example, the Lotus laser, it will only hit 100% HP. So if you use that Gale Barrier, you can actually walk through Lotus phase 1's laser with no issues. But this is not an iframe or things like that, which doesn't provide you with invincibility. So you still need to be watching some skill that actually will kill you. Like for example, Chaos Populace, that when the two lasers hit together, that is when you kill the primary hand. And you also add some damage up to the boss. You will shut out some occasionally Okay, another skill that I want to talk about is Merciless Wings. Okay, this skill is fairly weak for 5th job skill, but it's not for you to hit something or mobs or bosses that stand still. You will find this skill be really useful when you're against Damien and Lucid, where the boss are running around. frequently, and it's like chasing the boss's bus projectile thing, and you only have 10 seconds cooldown. So I will only use this skill on a Damien fight and a Lucy fight. The rest of the time, training wise, sometimes, but on all other bosses, I rarely use it. Okay, as you can see here, I do not put any of the rope leaf because I don't think any satisfying is it. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about something else. Now let's get to hyper skill. Okay. Hyper skill is something called Unscripted. Basically, just another add-on of travel wings. Yes, chicken charge and Howling Gal also trigger this skill, so that makes your damage output higher on the burst time. Okay. Oh, by the way, other than Saw of Heaven, Fairy Spiral, Chicken Charge, and Power Grade, none of other skills will trigger travel wings. Like for example, that Moose is not going to trigger any of these things, any kind of skills. And Spiral Vortex is definitely trigger is really low rate. Sand and Arrow, they're not going to trigger that. So there's some limitations. Okay, that's just another skill that have just one of the regular Maple skill. When you hit 200, that you have a 10% damage boost in a 120-second cooldown. Things like that. Okay. So passive skill boost on Green Archer. Okay. Do not hesitate at all. All 3 points go to Travel Wing. That is actually your main output. I probably would do some damage output calculation later on, but this skill accounts 33% of your total damage output. Yes, this passive toggle trigger skill counts toward 30% of your damage. Okay, and the rest of the Ghosts of Heaven do not put any into a Spiral Vortex. It's just a training skill. You should not put too much in it. Okay. I put it in your defense because my WSD, my weapon, secondary, and Ember needs more of the ignore. If you have enough ignore, you can actually go to the damage. I prefer going to ignore because it's a lot harder getting more than damage, and damage already necessary on the WSD. Okay, boss damage definitely. Okay, so that's all I have. Now, let's talk about hyper stat. Oh, the regular stat is all indexed. I'm pretty sure that does not need me on any explain. Okay. When you hit 240, you should be able to hit on 10 points of critical rate, 10 points of critical damage, 10 points of ignore defense, 10 points of damage. Yes, putting points on damage is actually pretty good on your hyper stat, because it gives you 30%. And boss damage, yes, you should also put the points in there. Okay, so that is going to be your hyper stat. Before you're reaching certain level and you wanted to put points in, I would say go for critical rate for the first and critical damage for the second. Well, those two should go hand by hand. Excuse me. Ignore defend. Boss damage and damage that is just based on your needs. So once you got those two critical done, depends how much point you have, just average it in the ignore defense damage and boss damage. I would say ignore defense is more important because I really don't want to spend too much chances on my WSE just to get ignore defenses. It will be ending up better with a 10% and boss damage. Alright, now let's talk about the last thing is skill note. Okay, so as you can see here, I have 4 skill notes for Archer. Okay, you technically do not need these 2. Monsoon sometimes will be useful when doing Damien and Lucy because they run everywhere. Sometimes full screen skill is actually works okay. So if your level is not high enough, you can actually on these two first. This is the perfect trade-off for Wind Archer, okay? Travel Winds, Stormbringer, and Sword of Heaven. This makes up your main damage output. Okay, so last, let me go into Doho and show you that how much damage Travel Wind actually can make. So let's see. Summer Storm will push by high defense. Alright, here's a poor dummy. Let me item status. Let me bubble. Alright, let's start. Something went wrong, but as you can see here, that Travel Wind actually counts 36% of the damage on one burst. Sword of Heaven is only 20, Stormbringer is 15%, and Hunger is 22.50. Okay, so as you can see here, that this skill is really important. Alright, today's video is end up here, and I will see you, well, probably not because